infinite being only knows itself, doesn't know of us directly. So where's the meaning in life then? If there's no, this concept of, we are the eyes of God, yes, which, is the only way that the finite, the infinite can know the finite.
Yes.
But if it has no memory and it has no knowledge of us, then this concept that we are looking at the world on behalf of God kind of falls down.
The meaning of life for an individual, or for an apparent individual, is to live every aspect of its life in a way that is consistent with and an expression of the understanding that there is only one, and that all the faculties of an individual should be aligned with and an expression of that single understanding. That would be a truly meaningful life.
Because that would reflect the true nature of reality.
Yes, that would be a mind in the service of reality. Yes. A mind the entirety of which was aligned with and an expression or celebration of truth or reality. Yes.
So as a sort of base camp for that, the desire to know one's reality is a sort of way station towards that. In respect of creating meaning, it is moving towards living in accordance. In order to live in accordance with the nature of one's reality, one has to know one's reality.
Yes, and the only direct access we have to reality, in other words, the only experience of reality that we have that is not mediated through conception or perception, that is not mediated through the finite mind, is the awareness of being. Therefore, the only access we have to reality is self-knowledge. And that is why self-knowledge is really the essence of all the religious and spiritual traditions. That is our access. There's a doorway in the back of the mind through which we pass out of the mind and its limitations into reality. That's why Balayani said, "Whosoever knows their self knows their Lord." Whosoever knows their self knows the ultimate nature of reality. But the way to know the nature of reality is to know the nature of ourself. Because any other knowledge that is not self-knowledge is mediated through the mind. So we can't know the reality through the mind. That's why scientists have yet to find the nature of reality, because at the moment their investigation is limited to thinking and perceiving. It's impossible to know the nature of reality through thought and perception, because everything we know through thought and perception shares the limitations of thought and perception. There's only one aspect of our knowledge that is not mediated through the mind, which is like a door in the back of the mind, through which the mind passes out of its own limitations. That the awareness of being, that is our only access to reality. So yes, you're right. The only way to know the nature of reality is self-knowledge.
That's very helpful, thank you, because it's a sort of fundamental question, isn't it? Why get out of bed in the morning, in essence? I mean, what's the point? What's the purpose, etc.? And I think that the clues arise in, what is it that one is really compelled to search for? Why are we all here this week? There seems to be this thing in us, and I can only really speak for myself. There seems to be, I can see it reflected in the room, shall we say, this deep desire to know truth, to know reality. And it's reassuring to hear that inward journey, if you like, then as it forges a more profound recognition of itself, then spreads outward.
Yes.
in purpose, if
Yeah.
you like.
Yeah.